Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Quick Take and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, I'll be taking a look at Chelsea's new Serbian goalkeeper, Djordje Petrovic, who signed from the MLS side New England Revolution for a £13.6 million fee. But before I get into that, why not subscribe if you haven't already? At 15,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away 3 King of London lightsabers, courtesy of ownersaver.com. And with that, on with the video. I recently took the time to put together a breakdown for 3 goalkeepers who I thought Chelsea should explore and potentially bring into the Cobham fold. Unfortunately for me, none of the goalkeepers I covered in my video signed for Chelsea. Instead, shortly after publishing, the news broke Chelsea were after Petrovic. As I don't watch the MLS, this was an unfamiliar name to me, and at first I was disappointed. However, after digging a little deeper into the type of player he really is and how well he is regarded in the MLS, I have been pleasantly surprised. So, who is Djordje Petrovic and why did Chelsea sign him? Petrovic was born on the 8th of October 1999 in Požarevac, Serbia. And that's pretty much all I could find regarding his background. There has been very little published, if anything at all, regarding his childhood outside of his footballing career. Speaking of football, Petrovic joined his first academy, and please bear with me, Djordje in 2014 and would spend the next 4 years with the Belgrade-based club, training and developing as a shot stopper. On the 14th of August 2018, the young Serb make a move to IMT on a season-long loan. After returning to Djordje, Petrovic would make a total of 78 league appearances for the Serbian side, including a handful of cameos in League Cups and the European Conference League. Not bad stuff all in all. It will be in April of 2022 when the young Serb make his move to the big leagues, joining MLS side New England Revolution for an undisclosed fee, signing a contract valid until 2025. Petrovic hit the ground running at his new club, claiming his first clean sheet with New England Revolution, whilst at the same time making 6 saves against Vancouver Whitecaps. This highlight performance was rewarded with a spot in an MLS Team of the Week. The Serbian shone during the month of August and early September, having kept 4 clean sheets in 6 games. When all was said and done, for his first venture into the MLS, Petrovic found himself as a finalist for the MLS Goalkeeper of the Year, along with the MLS Newcomer of the Year award. Moving to a new country can be highly daunting. The change in culture and surroundings can take some time adjusting to. However, Petrovic was undeterred by this noise. In fact, he seemed to thrive off of it, putting in great performance after great performance, save after save, not afraid to display his talent to the world. He started the 2023 season with the same fire under his belly he had under him in the previous season. In doing so, Petrovic became the fastest player in the history of the MLS to record 5 penalty saves in April of that same year. The Serbian continued to break records and stand out amongst the crowd, outperforming his expected goals on target by an incredible 16.2 points. This was 10.7 points higher than any other keeper up to that point in the league. This disparity between Petrovic's performance metrics and the rest of the goalkeepers is phenomenal, and I'm honestly surprised the name Petrovic hasn't popped up on my radar beforehand. In the game against NYC FC, Petrovic faced 17 shots in total whilst making 5 saves, keeping the score at 0-0. An impressive display, a display which was in fact witnessed by 2 scouts, one from the Serbian national team and one from Manchester United. Since then, the Serbian has been branded the Goalkeeper of the Year, was named in the 2023 MLS All-Star side, a group of players chosen by their achievements by the fans, the media and other players. Since making his debut for New England Revolution, Petrovic has made and leads the MLS with 160 saves in total. Soon, Petrovic began to gather quite a lot of attention from European clubs, including Nottingham Forest and FC Nantes. However, both bids were rejected by the American club. Petrovic was always destined for bigger and better things, and soon enough, it would be Chelsea who claimed their prize for a reported €16 million fee, with the Serbian agreeing to a 7-year contract with an option for 1 more year. So, we know the player, we know how well he's performed, but will he be the perfect keeper for Chelsea? During his time at New England Revolution, Djordje Petrovic was kept exceedingly busy, facing, on average, 5.53 shots on target per 90, more than 94% of all other keepers. He did well with what he was given, recording 4.23 saves per game, averaging an 80.7% save percentage, ranking him in the 98th and 96th percentile. What this shows is Djordje Petrovic, although young, is a fantastic shot stopper. The first priority for any keeper is to keep the ball out of the back of the net. This is what Petrovic exceeds expectations in. This is backed up by his 95th percentile ranking for post-shot expected goals minus goals allowed stat. I went over what this means in my other goalkeepers video, but basically it measures how good a goalkeeper is at stopping shots with a high chance of going in. A negative score suggests a keeper is weak in this department, whereas a positive score shows shot stopping as a strength. Djordje Petrovic has a plus 0.36 score overall. On the ball, Petrovic isn't anything special. He averages 22.77 passes per 90, ranking him in the 35th percentile, whilst his goal kips are rather average. Petrovic likes to stay within his penalty box, unlike someone like Diogo Costa, who likes to rush his opponents, close in the distance and time they have to make a decision before shooting. This would be more of a problem if he wasn't as good as a shot stopper as he is. He reminds me somewhat of Atletico Madrid's shot stopper Jan Oblak. Although on the ball he leaves much to be desired, he outperforms his competition when it comes to stepping up in the big moments and making a great save when his team needs it most. I would like to point out Petrovic is only 23 years old. The majority of great goalkeepers mature in the late 20s and early 30s. It also means he can focus on his on-the-ball play in training. I think in developing a confidence with the ball at his feet through training, this can translate to better on-the-ball play in matches. If you're not confident in your own abilities, you will never feel comfortable with the ball and therefore you're more likely to make a mistake. I highlighted this in my goalkeeper video. If you haven't already, make sure you check it out. But Pochettino does like to use his goalkeepers when building play out from the back when under pressure. In order to provide evidence to back up this statement, I had a look at Hugo Lloris's on-the-ball metrics during his final seasons under Pochettino. In the 18-19 season, Lloris averaged 38.85 touches per 90, ranking him in the 94th percentile at the time, and in the previous season he averaged 34.72 touches per 90, ranking him in the 65th percentile. The point being, Pochettino's goalkeepers evolve, and the season in which Lloris averaged the most amount of touches was the season Tottenham Hotspur reached the Champions League final, the pinnacle of their club's recent history. They would, of course, lose that final. Petrovic hasn't been brought in to be Chelsea's #1 goalkeeper, although considering Robert Sanchez's recent performances, I see no reason as to why Petrovic can't compete for that responsibility. Him being brought in as a backup also takes away a lot of the pressure, which will again help him massively develop without the extra noise, although I doubt he would struggle acclimatising to life in London, considering how well he settled into American life. In conclusion, Djordje Petrovic is a brilliant, and I mean brilliant shot stopper who is also a penalty specialist. Standing at 6'4", has definitely helped his 98th percentile ranking for penalty kicks saved. Unlike Kepa, who always felt somewhat shaky between the sticks, Petrovic is more than confident in his abilities. The only downside is his on-the-ball play, which can be solved given time. I think Petrovic has all the tools necessary to become a very reliable goalkeeper for Chelsea Football Club, who will calm nerves and save broken hearts when the club need him most. Well, that's about it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on Petrovic. Are you excited for his future? Who would you have signed if you had the final decision? Make sure you check out my other goalkeeper breakdown for a more extensive look as to what kind of goalkeepers Pochettino likes. Or if you want to know more about Poch's tactics, I would highly recommend my Pochettino breakdown, which is one of my best videos I've made in my very short time doing this kind of thing. As always, I've been the Quick Take, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.